Hello, hello. What is going on, YouTube friend zone land people? Hey, how's it going? We are playing World of Warships Legends. I am your host tonight, Phoenix61. We are rocking another sweet double-header Destroyer games. We've got the Fletcher up first here, and then I think I've got a Benson game that comes after this that I wanted to show off as well, right? So, but yes, yes, American Destroyer night, all night long. I will try not to do too many Destroyer videos in a row, but we had a string of pretty good games with Destroyers, so I'm bundling them together in twos. That way it's not all Destroyers every day, right? So we'll have something else. We'll try to do something else tomorrow, right? But yes. But yeah, so yeah, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to follow. I'm trying to do World of Warships videos every single day. We've got quite the streak going. I'm gonna try not to break it forever, right? We'll see. We'll see how long it lasts, right? We're doing good. We're doing good so far. With the, I'm a fan of shooting these luck torpedoes, right? You'll see me do this every once in a while, but I won't dump both racks. But it's like a lot of times when I do that, I'm like, you know what, like, if I was on the other team coming the other way, like that's where I would come or go, or whatever. So like, I like to send something, and now it's reloading, and then by the time we actually do get into action, we still have the other rack. Plus, this one will be getting closer to being reloaded, right? But pretty long reload time with the Fletcher. I think for my American destroyers, a lot of them, when they're torpedo-centric, I do go for like reload time on commander perks whenever I can, just because it's kind of like, that's quite the hefty reload. But, with the Fletcher here, you get a lot of good guns, and you get decent AA. Decent, it's kind of like a good all-arounder, right? So, yeah, we enjoy it, especially in this game, right? So yeah, we're going out wide, and we're getting kind of, like it's like almost, exactly what you want to see, ships turning, in and going to, facing broadside to us, basically, right? But we just don't have the reload or the torpedo racks to keep sending them. So I'm like debating here, like, do I pop smokescreen and yeah, I don't know why. I'm not sure why these guys are yelling at me to get back. Maybe somebody's got radar, but we're good for now. But yeah, I was debating whether to even spot or even pop the smokescreen, and just start unloading on guns. But I'm like looking at the mini map and I'm like, you know what? I'm probably the one spotting these ships, and if I go and smoke, no one's no one's gonna be able to see them. So we just kind of hang out and let those cruisers that went out wide are now finally able to shoot, right? So you guys know me, like there's a time and a place for going out and creating crossfires, and this moment seemed pretty good. Like I feel like they made a good choice there, but sometimes it takes you out of the battle. Like if nobody ends up over here, then like you've wasted a bunch of time driving around, right? So like yeah. So a lot of times I try not to do it unless I'm in like a fast ship or it's. You try to be an opportunistic, right? Like, do it when it makes sense. But, yep, so Congress takes one of our torps, and it wasn't even meant for him. We appreciate your sacrifice. So now I'm going to smoke. And then, yeah, this is one of the huge perks for these, some of these American destroyers is this crazy long smoke screen. We've got, it's still deploying, but as you can see, it's a two-minute timer in there. And of course... so I like that maybe the Congress has, I don't know if the Congress has radar. It must be him. I don't think the Anchorage does. We have the Anchorage. Yeah. Well, somebody else is over here. Alright, so we'll run away from that. Well, it's like a bummer, too, because it's like, oh, I'm so ready to sit here in my smoke and just shoot, But then, yeah, we do finish off the Congress. I'm like, can we swing back around and get back in it? This is going to be awkward. Anchorage, yeah, he's gonna pick on us until he can't see us, right? Main turret critically. So this is why I'm a huge fan of Unstoppable. You can see we've got steering gear damage, but we're still able to maneuver. I'm just like so addicted to it. There's some like the Kitakaze on like the Japanese destroyer line that's like gun centric. There's a perk perk in there instead of, you know, a legendary perk that like it just amplifies your guns. And I'm like, I'm so addicted to Unstoppable. I need it. So I was kind of curious here if he's broadside enough that we could, you know, if he keeps moving towards the smoke screen. I wonder if he thinks I'm still in it. Maybe, I don't know. Or like, you know, if I was moving, he thinks I'm still moving away from it directly, you know. But anyway, I'm like, if I get enough broadside to him, we'll see what our AP shells can do. Especially if he goes into it, because then I could probably get away with firing and not get spotted. But then of course he goes unspotted, right? So we do get 3 penetrations. So I sent that torpedo rack. Yeah, he's using our smoke screen against us. But I sent that torpedo rack a little, like, not quite. You know, you saw where I sent it, right? But I was just trying to take a guess on where he would, yeah, pop out. So we'll see if we get anything here, and then we're gonna turn away a little bit here because we got one. Nailed it. Yeah, because they're trying to stay out of spotting range. We got pretty decent concealment built into this loadout, so we managed to stay unspotted here. See, now is when like those cruisers, I feel like, I mean, I'm hoping they can hit that battleship that's out there. I'm looking at the mini map, you know, by the enemy base. But if they can't, like they're wasted space right now, sitting on the outside of the map like that. If you can hit stuff, like it's perfect, it's great. But yeah. And then yep, so the Anchorage doesn't have like the traverse speed isn't crazy great, and the reload speed's not crazy great. But it's a great ship. I like that ship. We have that one. We have some videos out there with the Anchorage. But so I kind of felt safe, you know, shooting my guns at him. I felt like he was, you know, pretty concentrated on, you know, my allies up there, the cruisers. But then we did take a good smacking from somebody else though. So we'll take advantage of the fact that most of the enemy ships are kind of tucked away down in the bottom left of the minimap, and we'll head towards their base and see if we can't get a capture on it. We've got the Bismarck, and he looks probably like the only thing out there for us right now. Took that shot just so I was like kind of figured we wouldn't get spotted, but then here at the same time now we can't see him either, right? Nobody else is picking him up. We'll go around. I'm just like it's just, we'll take the safe route, right? Like we don't have that. We lost a little bit of health there. We'll take the safe route. Oh, look at these airplanes. And then yeah, let's see if we can't get some cheap shots here as we go around the corner here. But yeah, like, just based on like the direction he was heading, right? I didn't want to like, you know, pop around an island and all of a sudden he's right there. And then we just kill each other, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it would have been fun, right? But let's go. We'll go around for the cap. See what develops going this way. Then we do have one smoke screen left, but like ideally I'd like to get into the zone and be able to have something to shoot, and then use the smoke screen to just kind of camp and shoot, right? Ooh, I think we got 10 kilometer range out of these guys, so we're getting close to be able to shoot that Bismarck if he's slowing down. Looks like he might not be going full up now. He's going. Oh, we got somebody coming in though. And Mayoko, yeah. So these guys are kind of working their way back now. Okay, that's a Kansas.
Our team has taken the lead.
This is like one of those scenarios, like what's the Bismarck gonna do, and like can I just send, yeah, like we'll send this big spread of torps and see what sticks, right?
Engine boost active.
And then I'm gonna circle around towards the outside, you know, we're the least suspected, right? I think it's like always kind of a good idea, you know, when you're out in like the open like this, to kind of move, you know, around enemies instead of like parallel with them, you know, like to try and throw off where they think you're going to be, because they're going to see where those torpedoes are coming from, right? And they're going to suspect that you're kind of over in that direction, right? So I'm kind of moving away from where I was. Are we going to get anything out of this guy? Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. 2 good hits. That puts us over 100 grand. And it looks like we got a flood going too. We get the Kansas. I'm always like, yes, get like a flood on both ships would just be epic, right? Yeah, Bismarck's still bleeding. So then now, yeah, we've moved around.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
And then, my instinct when I'm a battleship, at least too, is to kind of point towards where those torps came from. And now we've got kind of a slow reload here too. So now we're like almost on the opposite side of where they were, right? And like if these guys are just going to camp here, I wonder if, they might be in a division or something. But I wonder if that Bismarck's got will to rebuild, and so the Kansas is just hanging out by him to try and keep it going, keep him alive. This reload cannot happen fast enough. Come on, baby. Where it's like so tempting right now too, like to shoot both racks in the same spot. It's like you don't need that much. Like save one so you get those concurrent floods like after they use damage con. So let's see where this Kansas goes. If he starts backing up, obviously we'll shoot that way. If he starts moving forward, we'll right. We'll do that will follow logic of torpedoes and shoot them in the appropriate direction. He's like not even looking this way, so I'm guessing I was wrong, and he might be AFK instead of. Oh no, he did shoot his guns there. Okay, I was like maybe he like got disconnected or something, but I was like maybe I was wrong about him trying to sit there and get help with will to rebuild for his buddy, but yeah. But then we did see him fire his guns. I don't know why he was just chilling. At 2600 XP, that does put us at the top of the leaderboard for the game. Made a little bit of credits there too. That is our Fletcher. So we're using Albert Gleaves, right? So I've got torpedo damage and detectability for inspirations. Obviously, you do you. I have no promises that this is the best. In fact, it's probably not. And in fact, I'm always open to suggestions. Sometimes you guys have good ideas, and I try them out, and they're better than what I'm currently using. And then sometimes, of course, I'm like straight up using the ship completely wrong too, and yeah. So let me know what you think. But that is our Fletcher video. We have I think we're doing Benham next. We have another one. So for those of you out there that asked for a little bit longer videos, I know these, like most games, are 15 minutes, right? But and so when we do a video, typically that's about how long our video is, right? But sometimes we have like shorter destroyer games, and I'll combine those. And we do have an epic, devastating strike compilation out there that is definitely worth going and watching. Please go watch that. It's freaking awesome. I didn't, if you hate my voice, that's the one to watch, because I did not do any voiceover for it. It's literally just like 30-second clips of like cool kills that we've had throughout our World of Warships Legends career, right? So well, maybe not the career, just like the last few months, but yeah. If you're having trouble finding that video, go to the community section on my YouTube page. I have it in like a post or something, along with like a couple other good games too that I'm like super proud of. I'm like, oh, look at me, guys, I'm good. Okay, yeah, not the Benham. We have the Benson, right? So yeah, we do play in the Benham a lot as well, but the Benson. So we got lucky and got this crazy ass. Oh, you know what? I think we were doing is all of my friends were also playing Bensons. We're in a division with all Bensons. Somebody doesn't have the cool camo though. I think this was like a Halloween one or something. I really like the front, like the bear or wolf or whatever. It's like a dire wolf on the front, like opening its mouth but eating the water, whatever. So we'll go in to the zone. I tend to, people like gripe about Epicenter, but it is it kind of sucks, but I like it for the sheer fact that it's just different, right? I like how there's different game types. It's just not the same thing over and over again. Like most people like domination. I would agree. That's kind of the most the best, the easiest structure to understand, I guess. I don't know how to describe what I'm thinking. Yeah. So we noticed that we are being challenged all the way to the very middle of this. Actually, I like to call this King of the Hill or Suicide Circle. I don't know. What do you guys think? Suicide Circle, especially if you're a destroyer going right into the middle like we are, right? But we are in the Benson though, so we got decent guns, right? And we got this super long American smoke screen. So yeah, so then this worked out nice because we were able to kind of partner with our division to say like, hey, I'm using my smoke, and like, or hey, we need like spotting, right? Like, so you always have that little bit of an advantage when you're in a division that actually communicates, right? We don't do that too much. Usually we're in a division and we just shoot bullets at the ships. But yeah. So you guys see we still got 2 minutes left on this smoke screen. Yep, so trigger fire on the Renown. Got torpedoes heading that way too, but he's gonna outrun those. And then yeah, I'm just like literally parked in the middle here. I mean, we're gonna have to be wary of torpedoes, right? But if I know where the destroyers are, we can hit on something. We'll kind of make sure we're not broadside to them, right? But otherwise, I'm just trying to keep position, just so that we can shoot something, right? Yeah, we'll be able to barely hit this Warship bite. So yeah, these are good ships to rig out your commander and build for like gun damage and smoke screen, because you already get a pretty long smoke screen, so you can extend that even longer, I'm sure. I don't think I invested too much into the smoke screen. But yeah, so now it's a matter of just like help me spot, guys. I need to be able to see stuff. So we'll send Iraq over where that Nelson was. First blood. Nice job. There he is. So those Soviet battleships, a lot of them have like limited number of damage control parties. So they're good ones to like fire spam and stuff like that. Because then if you're triggering, if you're forcing them to use that damage con, not only do they not have the ability to use damage con right away again if they need it, but they eventually run out of uses. Man, so like torpedoes just split in two on each side. Like you couldn't have one in the middle. Yeah, he's taking a blind shot at us here. Like those are tough to do, but man, I get hit by them. Like some of you guys are good at that. We have like a couple of good, good moments when we get some blind shots out there into smoke screens, right? All right, so these guys are gonna be where it's at, right? So
Torpedoes astern.
Yeah. Torpedoes to starboard.
Torpedoes astern.
Starboard torpedoes are the worst. You guys know I'm a port guy. I like it in the port. Is that a torpedo slash like ship joke, like ship terminology joke? All right, that's enough. That's enough play. Let's win this game. I was like surprised I wasn't getting spotted there, but these the enemy destroyers had smoked up, and then we didn't have line of sight on anybody else. So yeah, we're unspotted again here. So now it's tempting to if they're hiding in their smoke screen, it's tempting to just keep shooting guns here. Need my smoke screen or a buddy with a smoke screen. Where are you guys at? All right, Nelson's still hanging back. I mean, this is the one time that fighting like a man in the middle, and standing your ground actually works out. I'm not a huge. There we go. We got the skein with the torps. I'm not a huge fan of just muscling it out and dying, because I think that's I think dying is bad game, right? But yeah. So normally if I'm if I'm too challenged or overmatched, if we're spotted and stuff like that, I usually have an exit strategy when I'm trying to capture zones, right? So, but here we ran into a lot of just kind of the situations, circumstance-wise, everything seemed to work out for us, right? So, smoke screen's back in time. We'll send more torps over this way. Bayern's on fire. See if we can trigger fire on the Warship bite. So basically here my thought process is let's trigger let's trigger these battleships to use and the people around us to use their damage cons, right? And that way if we do actually get torpedo hits, we can maybe get some solid flood damage. So yeah, we're legit just shooting at this Warship bite instead of the other guys because he doesn't have a fire on him. then yeah, you can see we're up 43,000 damage now. We really only have 2 torpedo hits. And then now we've got the fire going on the Warspite. Let's see if we can trigger another one on the Baron. More torps. Yeah, Warspite put his fire out, so we'll shoot him again.
Engine boost deactivated. Torpedoes to port.
These guys are just not doing great with their torpedo shots here. I feel like we are lucking out a little bit there in that situation. But yeah, this just epic smokescreen is what's doing it for us, right? Alright, fire for the Baron. Ship is on fire. I feel like it reminds me of like the guy from like Titanic. He's like, I have a child. The ship is on fire. What is like torp? I can't believe we're not getting any torp hits on the Baron. I mean, he's just like, I mean, he's being smart and he's pointing towards us, right? He knows we're over here. So we'll shoot the Fuso with that. Yep, forward. Oh yeah, that was a good one. All right, we're getting picked up by sonar. We're gonna have to run. Let's move. Let's move. Still got a Benson buddy. Still got a Benson buddy rocking the division. Just trying to be predictive of like where their destroyers are. If you look at the mini map, like like where they last were, plus where torpedoes were coming from, right? Like so that's why we sent those torpedoes back around that other way. But then yeah, this Moss shows up, so we'll be able to use and abuse guns on him. And then our other Benson here has smoke going. So we are going to stop and see if we can't back that ass up into there. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna dodge torpedoes. We're still getting spotted by that. You know, from firing our guns, we're still spotted by that Fuso. Alright, who wants this? So like this whole game like went like no no zones captured, I don't think. Like we muscled through it in the middle here this whole time. Yeah, so he's not looking at us, so we'll be risky here. Don't mind being spotted. If anything, we like might like tease the destroyer to shoot his guns and spot the enemy destroyer too. As Fuso's being extra cautious. We can do one each here. Although that Baron looks like he's bleeding here. Do we send it? Or do we wait? Somebody else has more torps going off at him too. We still don't know where that other destroyer is. Up there, speak of the devil. So it's kind of like maybe he's over there too. So like, you know, if we don't get him on the battleship, we might have something heading out for the destroyer. If we can't finish him, we get the kill. Yes.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer. Our team has taken the lead.
And then we're gonna get torps on the Fuso. Nope. A lot of nothing. Only ship left. Don't mind being spotted. We'll shoot him. We're about to duck behind this island. You know, this iceberg right ahead. We're about to duck behind this iceberg anyway. So I feel like they should have like some of these should like move, or like if you like hit it with your ship, it like moves it a little bit. You know, because that's an iceberg, right? That's not an island. That's got to be an iceberg. But yeah, so we'll take advantage of the fact that we're capping these zones. You know me, I like to, you know, when the game is won, right, I like to YOLO it and just, like, fire guns, you know, do whatever. But we'll get the, make sure we get the zone capped here. And then we'll go up and we'll move a little bit closer and pick on them then. At this point, everyone on the team is going to be able to shoot him, right? So we'll see what kind of damage we can, see how we can contribute, right? That first volley, whoever's torpedoes those are, probably our division, yeah, our other Benson. Looks like they're going to finish him. Nice. Nailed it. So we ended with, what, 78,000 damage? That's not too bad. Victory! So, yep, we got the same commander build out for this one. We have it a little bit more torpedo-esque commander build on this one, right? But you could do, definitely can do guns here. You know, highly recommend, right? But that is our video for today. Here is this, yes, very... I don't know how to feel about this camouflage on this thing. Like, is it cool or is it ugly or is it just weird? Like, I don't know, but enjoy. But thank you guys so much for watching the video all the way through here. Yes, we do have World of Warships videos pretty much every day. We've got a pretty good streak going for that, so make sure to follow the channel. And then if you liked the video, you can push the like button. If you didn't, you know, don't do that. But until next time, we'll see you tomorrow.